Dolly Varden today, putting the raft.
The Western Native Trout Initiative Challenge involves catching 18 species of trout and char across 12 states in the U.S. Every episode, we will try to catch a different species. Follow along as we attempt to complete the whole challenge with Tenkara rods.
So a lot of people will get a guide to fish the Kenai, but we had been there several times before and kind of knew the area and knew where we wanted to fish. And so we just found a local dude who lent us his raft, and we did our own little self-guided float down the Kenai.
Yeah, so Drew and Ben had been there and floated the Kenai before. None of the rest of us had been on the Kenai before, so it was pretty fun to go and see this really popular river in Alaska.
Today, putting the raft in right now, and gonna float down the Kenai River. Hopefully we catch some dollies and some big rainbows. That's kind of the plan.
A bit drizzly. There's supposed to be some really big rainbows in this river.
And dollies.
And dollies, yeah.
Big boy dollies up in here.
Yeah, that'll be fun. You want to know this? Gosh, you guys are fat. Welcome to Alaska! Trying to net with a freaking cord light in his hand. Oh, I got it!
Rainbow. Not the dolly we were looking for, but we barely started, so not too bad.
The Kenai is a pretty famous river. People know about it, you know. And it's just this beautiful blue water. It's like, it comes out of the Kenai Lake, which is, I think it's like this glacier-fed lake. So it's got this really unique looking color to it. And we put in, and immediately we're just getting dumped on. Sideways rain, it's windy, the conditions are terrible. It's kind of miserable, to be honest. And we thought it was gonna be a bad day of fishing, which it was for a little while, and that's kind of how it goes.
Yeah, it started off slow.
Yeah. We caught a few salmon. We caught some rainbow trout here and there, but it was pretty slow fishing.
Yeah, dude, it hit the tree.
Yeah.
Did that poop on the chair, dude?
While it's called the Western Native Trout Challenge, Dolly Varden is actually a char. And the main difference between a trout and a char is a char has a dark body and light spots, while a trout has a light body and dark spots. And Dolly Varden just happened to be one of the coolest looking char ever. I mean, you got these like dark bodies with orange and pink and little white tips on the fins. They got that black mouth. They're just such a cool fish. Part of the fun of this challenge is that You'll fish a lot of different rivers and lakes that have multiple different species in it. So on your way to catching a Dolly Varden, you end up catching a lot of rainbows or salmon. Finally, I hook up with one, but then immediately it runs under these sticks. I have to drop the rod goes under the sticks. Tuna's over there helping me. It's terrible.
That was chaos.
It's chaos. It was pretty fun.
That was cool.
Yeah.
One of the funnest parts about this day was just having all of our buddies in the boat together. Everyone's, hanging out in the boat as we'd float down, and really the way that we approached fishing the Kenai was we would mostly just float down the river and hit different islands and riffles, and then get out and we'd spread out a little bit, and we'd all hit different spots and take turns fishing. But it was really a lot of fun when we'd float down the river, and we'd have a couple guys fishing off the front, one guy fishing off the front, one guy fishing off the back, and hook into a few fish doing it that way. And it was a lot of fun when you got all your friends in the boat and everyone's stoked when everyone's hooking into fish.
True! Might not be as big as Ben's, but I want a little bit of credit.
Whatever, just shake it off.
Acknowledgement. Oh, big Dolly! Big Dolly! Big Dolly!
I think I got my first Dolly Varden right out of the boat.
We were all fishing off the boat. Well, not all of us, but we were all sitting on the boat. 6 guys on the boat, and Tuna hooks up with a fish. And the second we see that little white strip
white
on the
tips,
on the fin, we go nuts. We're like, yeah, it's a dolly. And then we look up in the sky and there's a bald eagle flying over us. Everybody loses it. 6 guys on a little raft. It was pretty fun.
It's just one of those moments in time that was just magical.
Yeah.
Right?
On our way back to the boat, I'm walking, I'm fishing, I'm kind of like, yeah, it's been a good day even though I haven't caught a dolly. All of a sudden I hook up, look in the water and see it's a dolly.
Dolly, dude, I needed it. I hadn't caught a dolly all day.
Oh, look at that. Dolly Varden. Pretty. Been trying to catch one of these all day, just been getting rainbows. Finally, on my walk back to the boat, I stopped trying so hard and I got one. I mean, I'm just happy that I was able to get it, dude. Challenge completed for the day.
That's freaking awesome.
Yeah. Now the stress is over and I'll probably catch more. Isn't that how it goes? I'll release them.
Dolly? Dolly! Dolly time! Dolly time! Woo! It's a dolly! It's a dolly! Nice, huh? All right, dolly.
Check it off.
Checked it off.